Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome to your bonus reading. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. It is general, as always. It's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, your relationship, and let go of what does not resonate. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the card decks that I do use for my readings. Also, for anybody who is interested in booking a private reading, please note that I am fully booked through the 15th of this month. All right, guys. So Taurus, let's get started. What I have in front of me are a couple of card decks that I wanted to use for the focus messages this time around. We're into a brand new year, so let's take a look and see from the Angels of Abundance deck what we can bring forward by way of abundance and prosperity in the new year. And let's take a look and see from the Whispers of Healing what needs to be addressed in that area. All right, guys, let's go. Let's take a look and see and welcome in these messages of abundance for the new year. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. For my Tauruses, for cross watchers, anybody who's been guided to tune in and watch. I do hope that this reading helps you somehow. All right, let's take a look and see. I'm guided actually to this one. It says moonlighting. Okay. The message of this card reads, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. That's coming through for some of you guys. That's a pretty cool message. So, you know, if there is a particular dream job that you have your heart set on, it's okay to not be able to dedicate fully to it. You know, we do all have bills to pay. We've all got responsibilities. So even if you have to divide up your time in the meantime, that's okay. At least you know that you're moving towards that goal. Okay, so that's coming through for some of you guys. All right, let's add to this with a Whispers of Healing message. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, for this bonus reading, please bring forward the messages that need to come through at this time. I kept pulling the acceptance healing message. I believe I pulled it at least 3 or 4 times for the signs that I've already posted for the bonus readings this time around. I couldn't believe it. It's like I deliberately tried to go to different areas of the deck to try to pull something different, and it came popping up. So I'll freak out if I end up choosing it again. So let's see. What do we have? Okay. It says relax. So, oh, it doesn't say relax, sorry. It says release. I can't even read. Release. Okay, so what is it that you need to release in the new year, Taurus? What is it that you need to let go of? That's what that card is referring to. Because when you are needing to purge things out of your life, whatever it is that you need to let go of, if you've been holding on to it, maybe that's what's been holding you back from making progress in your life. So it's time to release it. And that's something that would bring you the healing that is needed for you. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense for you. And if that doesn't resonate at this time, you know, it's definitely for those that it is meant for. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and add to this. Let's take a look and see what the Mystic Moon Oracles has in store for you this time around. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus for this bonus reading. What else needs to come through at this time? Please bring it forward. And maybe some of you guys do need to relax. If you have been working really hard, if you've just been burning the candle at both ends, perhaps there's a reason why I said that. Some of you guys need to pamper yourself and take care of yourself. All right, guys, let's see where this is going to go. This particular reading. Angels and spirit guides. Free will. Everybody's got their own free will. Nobody has the right to control you. You cannot control anybody else. in a particular situation, whether that is tied into your romantic life, some other aspect of your life where this needs to be exercised by way of your free will. And anybody else that you are thinking about for this reading, you can't control this person. We do have the victim card coming right after that. What I'm picking up from these two cards, perhaps for some of my divine feminines especially, is that you might feel bound to someone, tied down to a connection, to a person. You can't seem to let them go, and perhaps that's why this release card is so prominent for some of you, because it's not working, but you're still bound to it. You're still tied to it somehow. And you've got your free will right there to walk away from it. But this is telling us that you're not doing it. That could be reversed as well if that's tied into, sorry for the pun there, if you feel that your person, whoever it is that you're focused on, is tied down to you, okay? We do have tribe coming through here. This represents your family, your friends, people that care for you, people that have your back. They're there for you, and maybe you've forgotten that, and or you're very close to your family. If you're in separation from your family at this time, Taurus, it's a reminder for you to possibly touch base, reach out, something as simple as a phone call, a text, just to let them know that you're doing well, or how's life going. We do have ascending coming through as well. That there's some sort of ascension that wants to come into your life, Taurus, and the only way for that ascension to happen is to release things that need to go, things or people, connections, toxic relationships, that needs to go. You got to get rid of this victim energy. I have a feeling it might be all in your head. You're not tied down to anyone or anything, but if you are putting yourself in situations where you feel that way, it's time for you to realize that you're not tied down to anything. You're not in a cage. You have more freedom than you're giving yourself credit for. You can ascend your life forward. You can move forward from anything challenging, but you need to be the person to create that ascension. Nobody else can do it for you. The vibrations that you put out there, Taurus, is what is reverberating back to you. If you're coming from a place of fear, frustration, negativity, heaviness, pain, anger, any of those things that are weighing you down, then that is what is going to come back to you. Very much tied into the law of attraction. If you are coming from a place of positive energies, if you're trying to see that glass half full instead of half empty, and if you have hope for the future that you can manifest whatever it is that you have focused your energies towards, that's what's going to come back to you and be able to manifest things for you. It could, for some of you guys, be tied into your career options. If something's not working out for you, Taurus, by way of a job, a relationship, whether romantic in nature or not, you got your own free will to move on, move away from it, and create this ascension for yourself. But remember, you don't have to do it alone. You've got this tribe that's right here for you and with you. We do have the new direction card coming through as well. So it's time to switch directions, I feel, for some of my Tauruses, especially my divine feminines. I do have the awakening card coming through, followed by the return card. And interestingly enough, we have the unawakened card. So what I'm picking up from these cards here, Taurus, is that, especially for my divine feminines, you're dealing with a divine masculine who's a little bit confused here. One second, they feel like they're coming to some realizations about the connection. Other times, they're closed off to it. They want you back, and yet maybe sometimes they have reservations about what it would be like if you did come back. They have created this very scattered energy. And for some of my divine feminines, perhaps that's why you are choosing to walk away from it. Finally releasing this person. Some of you may feel bound to this relationship. And the question to ask yourself is, has it uplifted you? Has it helped you? Do you feel the type of love that is lasting and pure and honest and passionate from this person? If none of that is happening here and you're feeling bound to them anyway, that creates some pretty negative vibes. And I feel that this vibrations card is crucial to your well-being, Taurus. So whatever it is that you are saturating yourself in, if it's good and if it's healthy and positive, that's great. But if it's not, you got to release it. You got to let it go. And if that's tied into this individual that seems to want you back, but they can't make up their mind one way or the other what they want, then you need to decide for yourself. You're being guided towards a different path. That light for me represents the sun, and it's interesting how it's falling right below the ascending card, where we've got the sun right there. The sun card in tarot is a beautiful card. It's very positive in energy. If you haven't been happy in a long time in your life, in whatever area that's been bringing you down, part of this ascension is bringing you to a better place in your life. That's moving you away from situations, circumstances that are just not good for you. We do have the spring card coming through. So there might be growth in your life as a result of that ascension, as a result of releasing yourself from people, toxic things that you are allowing yourself to be a part of. If you take the time to release that, do some spring cleaning possibly, to start over, to move forward, to be able to claim a better life for yourself. Perhaps this reading is telling you that it's time. There is a cycle that needs to phase out, come to completion. And you know what those cycles are, Taurus. It's different for every person tuning in. If that's tied into a relationship that has come to an end, or you guys are in separation, having challenges, you really need to reevaluate, is it worth going back? Is this the relationship of a lifetime for me? Or do I deserve better? And if the answer to that question is you deserve better, this ascension is something that you need to do for yourself. And go a different way. A new direction. Financially, you might be challenged at this time. But I do feel for those of you who are possibly currently unemployed, there's the potential that that will improve. Some of you guys might actually end up getting a couple of job offers. And again, this talks about a dream career. What is it that you ultimately want to manifest by way of that career in your lifetime? This is the year, I feel, for you to work on it. You have the Muse card followed by big dreams, okay? That Muse card is giving you the power to create whatever the heck it is that you want in your life. If it's tied into your money matters, your career, your livelihood, your well-being, you can manifest a better outcome, a better future for yourself. And if part of making that happen is to walk away from something that's no longer serving you, this is the year to do it. This is your whisper of healing message. Release. It's a whisper because you need to come to a conclusion for yourself. It's giving you that push, that nudge to start letting things go. But that's a realization and an action that you need to take upon yourself, to where it needs to be saying it loud and clear in your head and in your heart, this is what I need to do now. So the angels are just planting that seed of healing in your heart to let you know it's time to let things go. And you know what that is. There's a conclusion here. This key, it keeps popping up in my readings. And that's because I feel, especially for these bonus messages that have come through this time around, for a bunch of my signs, there are situations, relationships that have come to an end for a reason. We are starting a brand new year. And I do feel that perhaps the universe, the angels, it's helping you to phase things out of your life that need to go. Leave it behind. 2019 is in the past. And if 2019 sucked for you, make sure that 2020 is a whole lot better. You can make your big dreams happen this year. It all depends on how hard you're willing to work for it. Here's another reference to release. Purge it out. Let it go. Purge it out of your life. Get rid of things, people, connections, experiences, negative baggage that you're possibly tied down to, bound to. Let it go. Let it go, Taurus. I know that I've said this in other readings and it's still coming through here because I can't even speak. You're probably still holding on to it. It's like I've got so much to say and I'm getting all tongue-tied. Let it go, guys. I feel in regard to this person that's a little bit wishy-washy and they can't make up their mind to save their life. Look at this next card, commitment. I feel this is what you wanted all along from this person. Maybe they couldn't deliver. And for those of you who have distanced yourself from this person, now they're in stalker mode, checking you out on social media, wondering what you're doing, how's life, what's going on. Somebody's heart is broken. Could be my divine feminines. It could certainly be anybody. But I'm feeling more especially that it's my divine feminines who have been carrying this burden for quite a while now. This is a broken heart that ties into the Three of Swords for me. Threes in tarot are all about communication, but I feel at this time you guys aren't talking. You're not together. Someone's checking out the other person on social media. Somebody wants commitment here. Whoever it is that wants commitment did not get it. Because you're dealing with a person that's scattered. They're not focused enough to even make this happen. And if you continue to expect this of this person, they're not going to be able to deliver that to you. So that ascension process has to be something that you do for yourself, to be able to move your life in the type of direction where you can actually find happiness, Taurus. Don't stay somewhere where it's just not fulfilling you. Don't stick around with somebody that has not been reliable or just has not been able to deliver the type of hope and relationship and love that you deserve and have been looking for in this person. And I get it. If you love them and you've been sticking around hoping that they're going to change and they're just not changing, it's time to release that expectation and go. Just go. Because you can use this key elsewhere. Another door that's meant for you. Happiness, joy, fulfillment in a relationship that you deserve. This key can also be used to open up an office door, a door to a really good job, a door to a new home, a new place for you to live. Maybe you need a change of scenery. Use it. But you got to get rid of what Really, it doesn't belong in your life anymore. We've got the Solitude card coming through here. So some of you guys might be alone at this time, especially if you're in separation. This is the Hermit card in traditional tarot. You might be dealing with a Virgo, or you might have Virgo in your chart. So if you're feeling lonely at this time because things aren't working out between you and your person, Taurus, just know that this is actually a blessing, because there's growth that's coming into your life. You just gotta allow things to grow instead of staying somewhere where it's just not giving you what it is that you're looking for. It's time to just bring in better things. You've got reinvention. Work on yourself. Make decisions. You know, you don't have to be rushed into making decisions towards movement and ascension. Just know that it's time to start. Even if it takes you months to be able to create movement in your life, that's okay. This is not a contest. But you just have to know when it's time to release yourself from situations that suck. And it's just not going to get any better. You know what it is that you need to work on. So if you need some alone time to figure things out, if you just need some solitude time, some peace and quiet, take it. Change your vibrations. Come from a place of positivity this time. Cut off these ropes that are keeping your hands tied. So some of you guys are at a crossroads. That's okay. Take your time to make those decisions to find a different path for yourself. And if you are in a place of confusion as to where to take your life right now, that's okay. That's a part of that solitude message, that Hermit card, giving you the time to go within, to meditate, to reevaluate, to reflect on life. Where's it at? Where can it go? What can you do to make it better? This understanding card is next, and this is what's going to give you the clarity that you need to move forward. Because if you're confused, if you're unsure, then you don't understand what it is that you need to do to move your life towards a better path. You don't want to miss the boat, you know? But it's there. It's there, and it's waiting for you when you're ready. This person who can't make up their mind, this divine masculine, I feel, who's checking you out possibly from a distance, Taurus, this person is in this energy, that dark energy, that dark night of the soul. You're headed towards the light. You don't want to saturate yourself in this darkness. You've been there. Release it. It's time. Here's your new beginning. You have a brand new beginning. So go for it. And if this person wants to be left behind, saturate themselves in that darkness, there's nothing that you can do. What you can do is heal your pain, heal your broken heart. Go after your goals, go after your dreams, make a name for yourself. Get rid of things, people that no longer belong there. Beginning of a brand new year. It's time for some changes here. A new direction. Okay? So let's add to this, guys, with some tarot. Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Mystic Moon. Let's take a look and see what else. What else needs to come through here for Taurus for this bonus reading? Angels and spirit guides. Let's take a look and see what else you would benefit from knowing at this time. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. The Nine of Wands is fire. You might be dealing with a fire sign or have fire in your chart. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, tied into trials and tribulations. And I really feel here that you've been through some hard shit, Taurus. It has not been easy. But I do feel for some of you, it's tied into this person who's been weighing you down. But you got to realize that you are a very resilient individual. You're not one to give up. But sometimes you got to be careful about where you're directing your energies. Do they deserve what you're given to a situation or to a relationship? And if they don't, that's your moment to head out the door. And if hard times and challenges have been persisting in your life, Taurus, pay attention to what you choose to engage in and to whom you interact with. Because you don't have to put yourself into those scenarios or situations. Use your free will. Walk away. Release them from your life. Purge it out. The messages are quite clear here. If it hasn't ended yet, it's time to end it. You know, it's time to end a particular situation or relationship. And if part of this key needs to be used to lock this person out of your life, do it. Because you know if it's a done deal. You know it. We do have the Three of Wands coming through here. So there's something that you're waiting for. More fire energy. So maybe you're waiting on a fire sign here. There's something that you're waiting for. For some of you, it might have something to do with a job. Might have something to do with hearing from somebody that you haven't heard from in a long time. It could be a friend. It could be a part of your tribe, family, friends, relatives, somebody that you've lost touch with. I'm not talking about this person that's bringing you down or weighing you down. They're coming forward with very scattered energy. But I do feel you're waiting for something to happen in your life. And whatever it is you're waiting on, Taurus, I feel is a good thing. You might also be preparing for something. Whether that's tied into your career again, or some other aspect of your life where it needs preparation. Maybe you've done the work already in whatever area this is referring to, and you're just sitting pretty and you're just waiting. You're just observing, maybe, to see how things go, to see how things unfold. So for some of you, you're ready to bring about this ascension in your life, but maybe you're just holding off a little bit until you are ready, and that's okay. We've got the Nine of Swords. That's air energy, self-sabotage, and nightmares. I feel for some of my Tauruses, you might be in this vibration of the Nine of Swords, getting in your own way, staying up late, losing sleep over this situation, self-sabotaging your progress because you're not letting go, you're not releasing. Or you might be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or you might have those signs in your chart. And if you are self-sabotaging yourself, this is a cycle that needs to phase out. Allow that type of thing to come to completion, because it's time for you to make these big dreams happen. It can't happen if you're self-sabotaging. So you got to have to get out of your own way sometimes, especially if you are in a space of negativity. Make these vibrations count. Make them count. We do have the Four of Cups coming through. That's water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Four of Cups is somebody who is really thinking about things. Contemplation, apathy, but it's also a missed opportunity. So there's a lot of good things that can happen for you this year, Taurus, I feel. But if you don't get rid of the heaviness that you're carrying, either through people, experiences, whatever way it is being represented in your life, the opportunities, the possibilities, the big dreams, to be able to manifest something better in your life, you're going to miss the boat. You're going to lose out. It's going to pass you by yet again. Don't let that happen. Do not let that happen. Make this the year that counts. Make this the year that you can manifest everything. A good relationship, a good job, a place to live, a healthy relationship with your family, your friends, your health. Make this the year to make those changes. You've got the Magician. Manifestation tools. The Magician is bringing forward air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is finally someone who takes action. This must be you, Taurus. Take action. Take charge of your life. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Go for it. You might be afraid to go for it, but just go for it anyway. Face your fears and walk through the fire anyway. Because I really feel here that you will manifest all that you desire. You have the capability to do that. The Magician is tapping into your own personal power. Take advantage of it. You can accomplish anything with the Magician. It really comes forward with some pretty magical, excuse the pun, magical energies. Positive outcome in all areas of your life. It's time, Taurus. I keep saying that for my Taurus readings because it's so true and it keeps coming through because it's time. Don't wait, don't wait to manifest. Get on that freaking boat and make your big dreams happen. Part of the energy too of the Magician is very much tied into this card. Switch directions. You know you need to. It's time, Taurus. You can have a new job, start a new career if that's what you've been wanting, or finally a dream that you've been holding off from making it happen. Make this the year to change and start moving forward. Make it happen. You got the Ten of Wands coming next. Going back to those heavy burdens. Lay them down. Sometimes I feel like you guys carry the burdens enough for two people. You got your own issues, your own problems. Deal with that one day at a time. You can't help somebody else if you can't help yourself. Take responsibility. That's all you can do, is take responsibility for yourself. Fix you. Work on you. We've got the Five of Swords coming up next. Mind games and control. Could be this person who's messing with you. More air energy. They might certainly be a very controlling individual, which is why you feel tied down to them. Or for some of you, you might be afraid to leave for whatever reason. There's a lot of conflict and tension tied into that Five of Swords. We have the Devil, Capricorn, obsession, addictions. This person might have some addictions that they're dealing with, Taurus, if that resonates. And we're back to that feeling of bondage, restriction, stagnation, very similar to that victim card with those hands that are tied, unable to move. Codependency. And if you guys are in separation at this point, Taurus, in regard to a love connection, this person loves you. They do care for you, and I feel that you still care for them as well. But it's also coming forward with the toxicity that the devil energy is bringing forward and adding to it. And if they've got issues with addictions, they got to deal with that on their own. You cannot help them with that. That's their journey. That is their burden to carry, not yours. And it makes sense with that return card, because the devil card is that they want to start over. But we do have the Eight of Cups right after that. Somebody who's leaving someone behind, something behind, walking away. And I really feel here it's my divine feminines who are choosing to do that and finally exercise that free will to create a different outcome, a different life for yourself. You might still hear from them though. We've got that Eight of Wands, energy surge, communication. It's one of those things where, you know, they see you finally getting your life together and you're moving on without them, and they might want to talk to you to possibly come back. That's your prerogative. That is your free will. But what I'm guided to tell you here, Taurus, is that you would be way better off moving forward away from a toxic relationship. You might still be very nostalgic about it, still remembering the good times. A part of you might even want to return to this individual. But if you have gone through a true ascension, then you're not going to have time for toxicity. Be mindful of what you are going back to. Be mindful of the people that you allow back into your life, because not everybody deserves to come back. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That's your own energy, as well as Virgo and Capricorn. Again, we've got that Capricorn representation through that Devil card. You might actually be thinking of a fellow Earth sign here. But this is all about a work in progress. And I feel here, especially going towards this very first focus message of moonlighting. And I will read it again. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Keep that in mind, Taurus. Continue to make progress for yourself and in your life. For those of you who want to go back to school, to finally get your life right, especially in regard to opportunities, career, job, your money matters, your finances, if all of that has been challenged, you can change that. All you need to do is continue to focus on what it is that you want by way of your goals and dreams, and don't veer away from that journey. And you got this. You got it. Okay? So let's go back to love and romance here. Let's take a look and see what you're dealing with, or what has the potential of coming in for you. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. For this bonus reading, please bring it forward for me. There we are. Retreat. Retreating is backing away from. This could have been a person that you pictured building a life with this individual. Maybe you're finally coming to the realization that that dream is not going to happen. So you're choosing to back away from it. Instead of returning, you are retreating. And I'm guided to tell you that perhaps that is the best course of action to create ascension in your own life, Taurus. We've got religious factors represented here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And I do feel here that if your heart is broken at this time, healing will happen. If your faith has been rocked by what happened between you and this person, if they broke your trust, if they betrayed you somehow, if they hurt you and you had to really focus on what you believe in and what you require from a good relationship, and if they're just not able to give that to you, it's time to believe in yourself. This could also be tied down to feeling like you're spiritually connected to somebody. And if you still have love for this individual and you're still feeling bound to them, it could be tied into that as well. But you got to also recognize when it's time to go. We do have unrequited love coming through here. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And it's time to face that, Taurus. Perhaps some of you are struggling to come to that understanding, or just admitting to yourself that it's time to release this. And maybe you're afraid that you're never going to find love again if you leave this person. That's not true. Look at these next two cards. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and it sure will. Again, going back to the vibrations that you put out there. Think positively, and that's what you will bring into your life. You've got true love that wants to come in for you. Okay? New love. There's somebody else that's meant to bring you the happiness that you are looking for in this lifetime, Taurus. So when this new love comes in, you'll be free. You'll be free from attaching yourself to somebody that no longer belongs there. They no longer belong there. Let's add to this with some signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Let's see what else needs to come through for you, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, please. For this bonus reading, what else needs to come forward for Taurus at this time? Love it. The rainbow. A renewal. This is something that you can claim for yourself. A brighter future, a renewed hope, seeing things from a more positive perspective. We've got dominance and horns coming through. To me, that's very similar to that Five of Swords energy. Somebody who's trying to have control over you, just being very dominant over you. Could be very stubborn, or you both might definitely be very stubborn. You have the hourglass. Time is slipping. This is telling you, Taurus, that there is a window of opportunity to make things happen here. And if you don't take action, that is what's going to create that missed opportunity that did come through from the Four of Cups. So you have to create movement. Use the manifestation tools that are available from the Magician. You can make this happen for yourself. You can so make this happen for yourself. I do love this particular message that comes through. It's pen and paper, and it says creation. So you can create whatever type of future you want to manifest for yourself, very similar in energy to this Muse card, where you can pick up that paintbrush and paint a different future, a different outcome, a prettier picture for your future, however way you see that for yourself. And sometimes it helps to write things down. Make a list of whatever it is that you want to manifest this year and cross it off as you're able to make it happen. But I do feel here the potential for 2020 to be a year of results and movement and ascension and positivity for you, Taurus. There is an amazing potential for you to make this all happen this year. All right, so let's close out your reading, guys, with some healing messages. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. Some healing messages for Taurus, please bring it forward. Some final thoughts for Taurus, please. There we are. I'm going to grab this bottom card. And the next card, I'm guided to pull all of these. Okay, so I'm pulling them. Look at this. Harmony. You can find harmony in your life. Once again, Taurus, I feel that this year has the potential to make you really happy. You do need to create balance in your life. You know what areas that you personally have to work on. And look here, surrender and release. We started with it, we end with it. Okay? This is a very definitive message that's coming through for my Tauruses. Let go, truly let go of what is no longer serving you. Don't be carrying other people's burdens. You've got enough going on. Okay? Lay it down. In your love life, this is what's coming in for you. You have a new love that has the potential to make you so incredibly happy. But you got to release relationships that are toxic, that you know are not good for you. All right, guys. So that is where I'm going to leave this reading, Taurus, whatever part of it resonated with you. I do hope it helped you somehow to be optimistic about all of the goals and dreams that you can manifest in 2020. All right, guys. So that's it for now. If you're interested in your own private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I will be back very soon with more readings for you, Taurus. In the meantime, I wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.